What do feminine women actually want? Everyone online who has a program to sell you on how to make money will tell you that women want money. Any guy online who has a program to tell you how to make muscle will tell you that women want muscle. And I think these are only just level one explanations. Women want some of the modern day material success. They want a guy who's got money, who's got muscle, who's got some confidence, but it goes much deeper than that. You see, there's phases to actually winning a woman's heart. Phase one is attraction. You must be able to attract her, and this comes down to things like looks maxing, first impressions, body language, status, money, fame. This is where all of the advice stops. It's just in phase one. All of the advice that you've been given about relationships and dating is purely phase one attraction. This is why a lot of guys eventually end up making progress in these attraction areas. They learn how to cold approach, they learn how to improve their Instagram, they learn how to make some money, make some muscles, and they actually start to attract some girls. But these same very guys who feel like chads end up getting ruined by the girls that they've actually fallen for, because they don't know how to maintain or to grow her love. They don't know how to still be a man on his purpose. They don't even understand what purpose means. They just think it simply means like the goals that he sets, the material success that he wants to build, the bulk that he wants to put onto his body. If you stop at phase one of attraction, you might get girls. You might be able to have sex. So many guys will stop there, but I think a greater man, a man who knows he has higher potential, won't stop at this level. Because you'll understand that what women want is not just the attraction phase where she's into you and she replies back to your texts and maybe she has sex with you. Rather, the second phase is that of actually getting her to deeply fall in love with you. You see, what women want is not just the attraction things, but those beautiful moments that she turns into a story. You see, for women, it's very much about the story that she plays in her mind, or the one that she could tell to her other feminine friends. They love the idea of meeting this guy who is so loving and so charming and who takes care of them. So let's say you've got the woman. Let's say you've attracted her. Let's say she's into you. Let's say now you're dating her, you're having sex with her regularly. How do you go from where most guys will stop, which is phase one, chump level, attraction only? The same guys who get divorced, who get cheated on, whose relationship just goes to shit. How do you take that and bring it to the next level where your love with her grows even deeper? This is where you must come into those like weirder, deeper spiritual things. This is where the money that you make no longer is that special. She's already attracted to it. Okay, fine, you've got the girl who's got the money, but now she's looking for something deeper. And the muscles, the confidence, it's all just the same thing. So what a woman wants at this stage, where most guys fuck up, is a masculine man who actually has a purpose that his life is aligned to. It's a man who, when he is with her, he is totally and utterly present. It's a man who's able to overcome her tests. And that's one of the greatest challenges when it comes to dating as like a masculine guy who's dating a feminine woman. No one actually talks about this online. Everyone literally just talks about the attraction phase, which makes me believe that all these little dating coaches don't have much actual genuine experience, because it is exhaustingly difficult to be in a relationship with a feminine girl. No guy will tell you, all these like fairy tale guys online will tell you, yep, if you make some money and you're the top G and you're the big dog, then girls will just make it super easy. They'll make your life easy. No, if you're a chump and you want a woman to make your life easy because you want mommy to come in and save you, fine. But if you want to be more of a masculine man, if you want to be a man with a purpose, a man who's on to greater things, a woman will not make your life easier. She will make it 10 times harder, which like masculine guys will see as a good thing. You knew that an easy life wasn't the right path. You knew that a harder life would make you into a stronger man. So this is what we want. We want a woman who could challenge us. We want a woman who could test us relentlessly to stay present and loving. What does she want? She wants you to be at your best 24/7, and that is such a tall order that any guy who's actually been in a relationship with a feminine girlfriend will know that this is actually so difficult. Because for a truly feminine woman, She has this very sensitive radar that she can literally tell if you've got thoughts in your mind. And if you've got any thoughts in your mind, if you aren't present, she will feel hurt. She will start to close off and feel kind of like depressed. Like a feminine woman's energy is kind of like this. Like, let's say this is where she needs to be. And she's there when you're kissing her, when if you hold her so closely and you hug her and you tell her that you love her and you mean it, she's here. Every second that passes by, she starts going down. She needs a constant top up of your presence, of your love, the way that you could grab her, pull her in and be so sweet. And guess what? The moment you take your eyes off her, the moment you get some deep thoughts about your business, her little love radar starts going down, and you'll literally physically see this in her. It'll look like she'll have like depressive symptoms. She'll like, those moments when you feel particularly like motivated for your business, but you're still next to your girlfriend, because you're eating together like modern day couples do, like all this bullshit. Like, yeah, we're best friends. So we spend so much time together, and that's why we're so depolarized. So you're spending so much time with your girlfriend. You're there trying to think about your business, writing down iPhone notes or something like that on Notion, doing your little habit tracker. You'll see her start to show signs of depression where she's fidgeting with the little napkin. She's looking all sad and wondering a little bit. Feminine women, this is something which so many guys don't understand. They are so sensitive to how loving you are this very second. And the moment that you lose your presence when you're still physically next to her, she will start to feel unloved because they're so sensitive to that. It's a very tall order to be this loving, to be this presence. Because if you're not, think about what it means from her perspective. In her mind, in her heart, when you lose presence, it shows that you're a lesser man. Because if you are with your woman, you should be present. The time you spend with her should be in total presence where you want to be loving her and focused on her. But too many of us guys, we think that what a woman wants is to spend as much time as possible with us. That's what it seems, right? When she says, oh, come on, let's go to eat. Let's go to do this. Let's do this. Let's do this. She mentions all these fun things you could do. Too many of us guys believe that and don't realize that it's actually a test. What she needs, not just what she wants, but what she needs is for you to only organize the time together where you're going to be loving and present. And that might literally be a few hours a week. It might be 10 minutes a day. The time that she spends by your side where you're not even present, you're not even in the loving mood because you're focused on something else. You want to go and eat and get your protein in. She's going to feel unloved and actually think less of you. And then the Chad walks in the store. That's when that attractive guy walks in and he gives your woman that sort of sexually pregnant, teasing eye contact. And she can't help but to fantasize about a different guy. Because that different guy is treating her with pure polarity. He's not trying to be friends with her. And here we are, little chumps, trying to be friends with our girlfriends. If your woman is truly feminine and you are truly masculine, you can't actually be friends with her. You can depolarize your relationship. You can just have ejaculate a few times a day till eventually you feel like a little fucking boy or half girl, and you can be friends with her then. She can be friends with you when she turns on her masculinity and she starts to be goal striving. But if she's feminine and you are masculine, you're not supposed to spend that much time together. So what she says she wants, which is for you guys to go to these events and these cute little things and let's do this and let's do this, that's not actually what she wants. She wants a man who will look her in the eyes and say, no, I don't want to do that with you. I will see you tonight, but we will not do this fun little friendship thing. I will see you when I can be totally present and loving to you. And she'll act upset. This is the great feminine lie. She will test you and act upset when you pass the test. And only then to be way more turned on by you afterwards. What she wants is a man who's strong enough to look her into the eyes and say, no, I don't believe that that's a good idea. I don't believe that we should spend all of our time together. She wants a man who will look her into the eyes and say, no, I can't meet you at that time because I'm doing something which is related to my purpose. And I seem like I'm preaching and I'm some professional here. I'm not. Every relationship video that I make, which I give you advice, trust me when I say that is battled, hardened advice because I have fucked up so many times when it comes to being a masculine man in a relationship with a feminine woman. It's something that it's natural for me, but it's something that I've had to learn myself, maybe like you have. Like, you're supposed to be a masculine man, but it was kind of taken away from you. Like, your birthright was taken away from you with the war on masculinity and the destruction of testosterone. And so every bit of advice that I give you when it comes to relationships, trust me when I say I have fucked up 10 times, 20 times in every topic imaginable. But when you do act in that masculine, unperturbed, totally loving way for this woman, she will, not only will you develop in the ways that we just spoke about, she'll test you, and that will be a test of your presence. And so literally being in a relationship with a feminine woman will make you more present, more loving, which is an amazing gift that they give to us. But not only that, honestly, you become like so much more of a man where you respect yourself. You actually start to I look at myself sometimes in awe those times when I've really done well in my relationship. I look at myself like, bro, fuck me. I'm amazing. Obviously this is like the perception you have when you've like passed one of the tests or whatever. And I literally like get hype and I'm thinking, damn, like I was like so loving today. That's a challenge. That's like an element of growth that masculine men absolutely love. We love making progress in our goals. And when you get into a relationship with a feminine woman, it gives you like a goal to make progress in. The goal of being more present, more mindful, more aware. The goal of not getting distracted in your own mind, which is so common for masculine men, because for us, it's like a lot of our masculinity, especially in the cultural sense, comes from these goals that we set ourselves. It comes from knowing like how to maximize muscle growth. And so that's like, the calculations we're doing in our mind of how many calories we've ate today, and we're putting it on MyFitnessPal and everything. We are very good at like setting a goal and wanting to complete that goal. But inside of that time comes a lot of mental like challenge of us having to write down our goals, of us having to think, okay, how many calories did I have? Okay, I did push-pull legs, then I took a day off, and then, okay, to reach my goal, this is the thing I've got to do today. Okay, I've got to find a place that's got this. I've got to do this work. What did my employee mean when he said this? So as a masculine man, we spend most of our time just inside of our heads. She doesn't want that. What she wants is that when you're with her, you are here with zero thoughts in your brain, that you are leading her through this beautiful adventure without overthinking, without getting lost in your own ego. It's a shame that there's, in my opinion, really no good male influencers who talk about this. There's a lot of men online who talk about masculinity, femininity, but the more I actually study it, the more I realize that these men have no idea what they're actually talking about. They just speak of like this like modern day cultural narrative, which maybe like in tomorrow's video on this second channel of mine, I'll explain what really is masculine energy, because no one online has actually taught you this lesson. So at the same time that this video was released, look out for the next video where I explain what masculine energy is. If you want to learn more about this and you want to have the tools and the mindset and the community to attract and keep a beautiful feminine woman, Adonis School is my private community. It's the top link in the description. Just go click that top link right now. You might want to join our private community. Do the hard work, especially when you don't feel like it. Mwah.